dfcradio.com.
Feeling so high. Roll up that hydro make me feel fine. Roll up that hydro make me feel fine. Cook up that hydro make me feel high. Feeling so high. Roll up that hydro make me feel fine. Roll up that hydro make me feel fine. Cook up that hydro make me feel high. Feeling so high. Chefs in the kitchen and they chopping up hydro. The hydro chefs in the building and they rolling up hydro. Hydro's in the kitchen and they cooking it up. Hydro, let's go. Hydro's in the studio. Chop it up, chop it up. Up that hydro make me feel fine. Roll up that hydro make me feel fine. Cook up that hydro make me feel high. Feeling so high. Roll up, cook up, hydro.
All right. We're here. It's the day, man. The day Instagram died. It's the farm to table cannabis. The kitchen's open. Go ahead, Saint. You know, we just want to say goodbye to Instagram. It was fun. You know, first it was fucking MySpace, and then it was Facebook, then Instagram, and now it's gone. So it's just a big bye Instagram. Why? I tried to ghost ride my whip, but I couldn't go live. The Instagram hoes, and they just don't know why. This is the day that Instagram died. July 3rd, 2019, you guys. IG is dead. And I couldn't be fucking happier. I'm not a chef anymore. It's official. I'm just a dude with a show talking about food. Saint?
I guess I'm just a SoundCloud rapper again.
He's back to SoundCloud. But we're here. We keep you entertained. This is Farm to Table Cannabis, proudly broadcast on DFZ Radio and High Times TV. We got a good show lined up for you. We're the only show offering edible reviews, cooking demos, interviews with the top names in the cannabis industry, and today, none other than the top names in the cannabis cooking industry right now, Chef Buds, Chef Susni, and we got Stone Layla in the building. What's up, Chef Layla?
Hey, what's going on?
Chef Bud, this is your first time. We got two vets here, and you're the new guy here. We got new fish, you guys.
Hello. Fresh meat.
So how are we preparing this fish? A little saute.
I'm nice and fat.
So. Oh, okay. We got some fried canes in the building too. It's a trip. You guys were on the same level because I got canes for lunch too. You guys came in with canes. Saint got some canes. So
thank God for Layla.
Good looking out.
Thank you.
Salute to you. We can all agree on one thing. Nancy, you ever had Cane's chicken? We got Nancy, the co-hostess with the mostest, also hanging out.
Never had Cane's chicken.
Oh, dude, that'll change your fucking life. Can we all just agree? As a bunch of used to be chefs when Instagram used to be around, the Cane's is fucking chicken's awesome.
The sauce.
We don't have none
makes it all.
Yeah, put that shit in your throat and swallow it. It's the best. Hopefully we get a sponsorship. So
what's the number?
562-653-0707. Chef Bud's keeping me on my point, on my game. You know, he wants to make sure I tell everyone you can call in and win a magic butter machine because we are the only 562-653-0707, or look at that last repost you did. And we're going to keep you entertained for the next hour. And we're going to do some talking about cooking, some infusing techniques. We got an event to talk about. And we also like to keep you up to date on gardening techniques, too. So we got prizes to give away. And thank you to all our sponsors, Magic Butter Machine, and all the DFZ Radio sponsors. So we like to keep you up to date on news. So let's start off with some more news. It's always going around in the world. So it's up to us to keep you informed. And the convenience stores, they want a piece of the fucking cannabis market. They want your business. Imagine walking into your local 7 and picking up some pot brownies or some edibles, and they want cannabis in there. And if they have their way, the National Association of Convenience Stores, that could eventually become reality. So I just want to know, like, do they get together and without anyone doing any crazy voices or anything? What is they like? Do we bring CBD in? What should we do? Do we put a slushy machine in? Oh, damn it, I did a poo. I wasn't going to do a poo. I told myself I wasn't going to do a poo, and I did a poo. But the national industry of convenience stores doesn't have marijuana reform on its agenda. Otherwise, they'd care about marijuana legalization. You notice how they want in now? but there wasn't, now it's profitable, so now you want in. Well, where were you when you were calling the cops on me for selling weed out front of 7-Eleven when I was young? Motherfuckers.
7-Eleven.
Yeah, 7-Eleven. Yeah, it was a good spot. It was popping, Biggest week of the year when you're selling trees, Simpsons week at fucking 7-Eleven. Slushies.
Allegedly
Yep. And then free slushies, yep. You bring in your bong, fill up your bong with slushies.
We had corner stores.
Corners, the bodegas.
Bodegas.
Damn, see we're diving in the interview a little bit early. We got an East Coaster in the building. And speaking of East Coasters, let's take this call real quick because we don't want him to have to wait too long on hold. Speaking of East Coasters, who are we talking to?
You got Chef Jay on the line, baby.
Oh shit! Chef Jay called in to wish you chefs a good day. Now, if you don't know, Jay Rollers, he do going by many names. So we got Baby J's, we got freaking
get it right.
Baby
It's
Ray's,
Jay Farms.
Jay Farms, Jay Rollers. Okay, well he's got a man by many names, and if you don't know, he is the burger fucking king when it comes to that. So every franchise better go out there and listen. So, Jay, without further ado, man, what's going on with you? Tell us where your business is at so people can come find some of those good burgers.
Much love to all my chefs there. Chef Bud, Sus Eats, all of them causing trouble up in the spot. Chef Bud's first time in the spot. I appreciate the Hydro Chef giving me love. Now you're getting the love. And just keep spreading the love.
That's it.
Lots
That's
of
for
love.
sure. Now, Jay, you've been doing it for many moons. You laid the foundation for a lot of us chefs that are just getting into it. And, infusing techniques, this is something that just now is coming into light. It's becoming a national phenomenon. But when you're cooking at home and you're infusing, are you a CBD guy? Are you a THC guy? How do you like to infuse? And what's your medium?
We infuse both, and it depends on, again, the situation, the dinner, the people involved, but we can handle whatever is needed. But I like to infuse mostly with the THC and the CBD in the beginning and the drinks with the THC syrup and the CBD shavings. And that really, in like 10 minutes, you start to feel nice and relaxed, and you get ready for a nice meal that's going to be coming at you.
Now, you're all about proper dosing techniques. That's the cool thing about you. You know about microdosing. You've done your research. What do you think about this new industry of cannabis chefs and everyone coming in and want a piece of it that never really were here before?
You don't want to get me going on that angle, but I'll tell you this.
This guy.
The cream rises to the top, and the few of them that are the real good ones, people know, and the food does the speaking. Always let your food do the speaking.
That's right.
It. It's simple.
Now, speaking of food doing speaking, that spicy Bayou chicken you got down there is calling my name right now. Tell me about that Bayou chicken where they can get over there in LA.
It's good.
You get that spicy Bayou chicken, the Baby J's burgers. Come on down. We're closed for the holiday, though. You got to come on Monday.
Don't come down on 4th of July looking for a barbecue burger, okay? He's fucking busy. He's got a life, too. So, hey, man, we appreciate you calling in and giving love to the chefs and the cannabis community. And, man, go out there. What's the address for Baby J's?
1030 East 25th Street, and check us out in your dispensaries as well. We're going to be coming with the new J Farms products dropping July 15th, legal everywhere.
All right.
California.
That's right. So much respect, man. Farm to Table Cannabis approved, Hydro Chef approved. Jay, man, thanks for calling in, my dude. We're going to finish up this interview.
All right, I appreciate you guys. Chef Buds, everybody over there, much love to you. Keep doing it, and we'll talk soon. Happy 4th of July.
Respect. Always good when Jay calls in. Hey, I mean, I remember the first event, and remember we were doing the Canna Chef showdowns and stuff, and Jay was the judge for that, and like he was an intimidating dude at first when you first meet Jay, and he is a solid ass dude. You first meet him, it's all hard as a rock, East Coast attitude, but when you get to meet him,
I was just about to say New York dickhead.
But East Coast attitude, I soften that up
it,
because we're Californians. We're like, we just don't just call people dickheads. You guys can just call people dickheads. That's cool.
No, we can call each other dickheads. He knows the deal. He's listening right now. This is New York love.
Respect the dickheads. All right. So next up, you guys, is the High Seas event, and it just happens to be the first time we've all been back together since the last vendor highlights.
It's been a minute.
So. I mean, let's talk about what's gone down in the world of your Susni's Eats, your brand, in the time since we've done the vendor highlights and since last time you were on the show. What's up with Sus Eats and what's your latest product?
Lately, I've just been doing more events instead of making edibles and releasing those. I really like going out and creating custom things for different gatherings and getting to talk to people and watching them eat my food and tell me this is so good, answering questions.
Because the private
That's
events are where
part.
it's at right now.
Yeah.
You know, especially for an aspiring chef and cannabis, you know, entrepreneur, you can learn so much by going to these events and working them that, you know, I remember the first events, like, we work for free. A lot of them, it was like working for free, and the knowledge that we got for that is really kind of set up the foundation to where it is right now. So what kind of recommendations and advice would you give to aspiring cannabis chefs? Because, you know, it's been quite a leap in 2 years for you.
Seriously, just do everything you can at home. Don't feel intimidated if you don't know anyone, because when I started, I didn't know any cannabis cooking people, but I cooked a lot of stuff at home. And, you know, I didn't have money to get a fancy photograph set up, so I made my own photo light box. Like, get creative, make good content at home with what you have.
So think outside the box. I see. All right.
People will notice it.
Now, you know, you're making a name for yourself. They're deleting your Instagram and stuff like that. What's it like to come on to some of the hate that you've experienced too? Because it's not all love and sunshine out there. You know, it's the cooking industry is real competitive, and when IG's deleting your IG every week, and the Bureau of Cannabis Control is out there trying to shut things down. What kind of hurdles have you had to navigate?
You know, it's weird because there was brands that actually helped me and Layla, like, asked us to do events to get our name out there, and they would turn around and, like, make rude Instagram posts like, oh, anyone can call themselves a chef, and it's because I was getting hired for jobs by people that didn't like, you know, the haters.
Well, I mean, and that says something too right now. There are a lot of cannabis chefs, and Chef Budge just gave Sydney the arm of approval and comfort. He let her know everything's going to be okay. And that, I mean, it really is, and I'll tell you why. Because you've supported the cannabis industry before it was legal, all right?
Yeah.
There are chefs out there who have never touched the plant, never been involved with the plant,
100%.
and they want
Whack.
what you have.
I respect their experience.
And we have to respect their experience. But I'd also like to say, with their experience also comes a lack of being there when it comes to actually politicking for the plant. When it comes to actually be an advocate, if you want this industry now and you're looking at us as competition, that's not the way to go at it. It needs to be a mutually learning stage, because as much as they can teach us about cooking, because we're all learning still, and every day as a chef you learn, we could teach them just as much about cannabis. Now that leads me to you, Layla. You actually have experience growing cannabis before. You've actually got experience touching the plant, at least, right? I mean, you've made butter with your own ingredients that you've procured. You know what good product looks like. So I mean, when it comes down to it, what do you think about people that want in the industry who've never touched a cannabis plant before, never, you know, you came from Texas, you couldn't even fucking have weed until you got to California. What do you think about those people that want in the industry?
But, you know, you got to keep it on the low, though. But
Your guys' weed is what we call hemp.
hey,
Nah,
you know,
not true.
we have some good stuff out there. You just got to know the right people.
As long as they're keeping it chill, all
Exactly.
right. But yeah, what do you think? A lot of these chefs want in the industry, and they look at us as competition in a way, and you know we're trying to find our way all the time, and you know as how competitive this industry is, especially as a woman coming in this industry. What kind of message would you send to the professional chefs out there that want in the cannabis industry?
Really just, you know, make sure you're the first one to experiment with it. Whether or not you want to create a product, you have to know what you're dealing with. So I just hope anybody who wants to get involved in the cannabis industry really gets to know what cannabis is and the effects and what it can do for people, other than just trying to make money off of it.
Well said, because there's so much of that right now. People just want in because they see the cash grab right now. And, you know, I'll say it again. Where were you 4 years ago when we were going to jail for this shit? Where were you when what's his name? Chef Fred. Shout out to Chef Fred. When Chef Fred was out there taking so much heat, getting his account deleted every day, and, you know, real classically trained chef trying to converting to cannabis. Like, where were they then?
Yeah.
So, you know, come talk to us. We'll feature you here. This is our platform. And if you really want to learn something, you got to work with the people. You can't work against them. So, you know, this is an open invitation to any of the professional chefs that want to get into the cannabis side of things. We're your platform. We want to work with you, not against you.
That's what I'm saying. Instead of coming in trying to make mad money, they could just come in and be like, hey, let us consult with you because you guys have been in the industry for 5 years.
Because
6
Chef Bud,
years.
who are you to tell us, right? Like they would say, who are you? You know, well, you know
am
what?
I?
You're the fucking guy who did more free events in the cannabis industry than these fucking guys have ever even experienced. So until you've done some free events and done some events and
You
learned,
gotta eat shit
Get
a
out
little
there,
bit, you know?
figure out the market, see
So-
what's going on.
so let's talk about some experience, Chef. This is your first time on the show, Chef Buds. You got a great following, YouTube, like stardom, in my opinion. I think your shots are on point. Thank you for representing the cannabis chef world how it should be. You know, like high quality
appreciate
videos,
it.
high quality audio, and demonstrating an ability to educate people. So let's talk about
little bit.
where your passion for cannabis came from.
Well, I grew up in New York City, and everyone's like moving a mile a minute. So, I mean, cannabis was always available if you knew the right people. We had the typical sours and OG on the East Coast, and then I don't know. I just I started smoking weed at a super late age, 21.
So you discovered cannabis later in life.
later in life, yeah, I drank a lot as a kid. A lot of drinking, a lot of partying, because we were partying at 14 in Brooklyn.
Yeah, makes
hitting
sense.
Lounges, bars,
Everything's easy accessible.
super weird.
Right.
Grow up at a young age, but we found cannabis, and when I started smoking cannabis, I actually stopped drinking, kind of cut down, kind of set me a little more straight. I don't know, as weird as that sounds, everyone has that stigma that you smoke weed or cannabis and you get lazy and tired. And
It's got the stigma to it, for some reason, way less than alcohol, and it's
I feel way better without all that stuff.
I know plenty of alcoholics that are contributing members to society. So to think that a cannabis consumer couldn't be the same, contributing member of society is, not a far stretch, I would say. Now, I think it's crazy how mainstream it's going right now. And you come from New York. This isn't something you could readily advertise as a
You
career.
do it on the low. That's what it was. It was just, private. I started with my friends,
Catering events.
It's stupid things, I would just invite. We had a house upstate New York, so we would just leave the city an hour and a half, just go up there with 15, 20 people. Just kind of that's where I would just mess around, have weed, throw some weed, make some firecrackers, do stupid things like that. I wouldn't say making 5-course meals, for my friends.
But when did you first get into cooking with cannabis, do you say?
I mean, around then, when I first started smoking, I was I wonder if I could eat this. And then we started making firecrackers, these little, we take peanut butter and cookies.
I thought this guy was going with a 4th of July reference. You really meant firecrackers.
No,
Is the name of the edible.
The edible, we call it firecrackers back home. We just take
Bake it in the
you
oven.
bake it in a little fucking baker's oven. You hide it from your parents. You bring it to the basement. You plug it into the wall. You have your little stovetop fucking oven, and then
That's
just
crazy.
take your little cookies, put some peanut butter, a little bit of weed, to decarb while it was cooking. Close it with silver foil, and
Get
shit
you
would
lit.
smack you up. Cause you'd buy what? Cause you have to spend $20 for a little tiny dub sack that you maybe had 0.7 in it, not even a gram.
So back then, you realized
You
you
had
could
to make the
stretch your weed
Yeah.
by cooking with it.
I didn't know it because I wasn't I didn't know that I was decarbing at that time. But now that I know that's what that was, it's I was activating the THC. I was getting a little stronger, and then everyone had a great time. You took a 0.7, it turned into 1,000 milligram edible. Smack you in your head.
He said, "Smack you." So, when did the culinary side of things come in? You're classically trained. You hard knock it. How did you
I
get
wanted
into
to go
cooking?
to school, but I was I'm not gonna put my parents through that financial situation. I didn't want to go into $50,000 in debt.
Yeah.
So I was I just hit restaurants in New York City. I was I'll work for free. Teach me, and they were down. They taught me, and they ended up giving me a job and stuff like that. So it was
Hell yeah.
perfect. And then from there,
Now'd be the time for a shout out.
I hit bars. I worked at shout out to Malivos. I worked at Bocata Ristorante. It's not open anymore. I worked at Draft Barn in Brooklyn. It's has over 50 imported beers. One of the sickest gardens. Tons of other places pizza shops on Avenue X.
And so you picking up skills all throughout your travels.
Yeah, I traveled.
You're meeting connections.
I traveled to Asia. I did Asia, Thailand. I cooked in Thailand for a month and a half. I bartered to stay in Hadrian Beach in Koh Phangan, and I just chilled. Worked in a restaurant for 4 nights. I learned some shit over there. It's I just through experiences, I just taught myself. And then my mom is a sick cook, and my aunt was a sick cook who passed away, Aunt Lily. She was amazing. She always had people over. Like, she had open house.
So you learned a lot from home
my
cooking.
Like, from the women in my family. It was just home cooking. Like, I grew up fat off home cooking. I didn't do no McDonald's, no Burger King. I didn't go no fast food.
I heard you hadn't had Raising Cane's till you was year a man.
She put me on.
Yes.
Layla put me on.
I grew up on the McDonald's. I will watch your fries burn, Batman.
My mom made sure I was fat as hell.
So let's take a call. This person's been waiting for a minute. Shout out to Taylor out in Illinois for waiting for so long. What's up, Taylor? Taylor, this is your moment. Taylor, everyone. Taylor. 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 Taylor, we're going to put you back on hold because I like to watch the line blink. What up, Cher? Cher, calling from New York? Saint, am I just horrible at phones, or is Javon just like the worst?
No, they're both locked. You locked the top one in. But
Wait, Cher from New York? I
wonder if that's
now
your
they're
Cher.
both locked in.
Huh?
Taylor, are you there?
I wonder if it's one of my roommates. Huh? It's your friend?
Cher, are you there? All right. Well, we have no callers.
Put them back on hold.
That's okay because Instagram's back, you guys. This just in. Instagram's back. Saint, you're officially a rapper again.
Thank God.
I'm a chef again. Thank goodness. I didn't know what I was gonna do. Yeah, and I'm also a model again.
Hey.
So we're going to take a quick commercial break. We're going to come back. We're going to talk about High Seas, the event. We're going to talk about the menus coming up, some of the awesome guests that will be there, and products you can find. And speaking of products, listen to this commercial. You might even learn something. DFZ Radio, Farm to Table Cannabis.
Under your tongue. I said, no, Officer Lord, you must be mad. He only smokes cigarettes and strictly shag. Oh,
it's all about that. Mary Jane. Hey. You know what? I'm a sad. Yep. I'm yawning 6 a.m. in the morning. I'm breaking out the bag of weed. I break it up, then I'm rolling. Yep. Fuck it, I'm jonesing. Waking, baking, I'm stoning. There's a girl in the bed rolling. Yep, fuck it, I'm boning. Yep, oh yeah, okay. Lighting trees up till smoking. I'm puffing on the best. You just smoking some shit. That's just okay. Okay, yeah. You go smoke that hay. I'm alright. I'ma smoke that high grade every day. I just think high grade when me smoking. They must see things say a joke thing when me alla. I just think high grade when me smoking. They must see things say a joke thing when me alla. Give me that good. Fuck the risk, call it the fucking butterfugo. Jabba base on the base. Straight from Cali FedEx. I'm like, hold up, what's next? I'm smoking so much I got a motherfucking pain in my chest. Yeah. Going bananas, I roll a couple, split them motherfuckers look like bananas. Yeah. Cooper bananas, I'm trees, ocean, savannas. I'm living life, plus a couple bricks that shot for me, nanas. I'm talking about high grade. When me smoking, they must see things say a joke thing. When me all a burn me ganja vibe, burn me ganja vibe, burn me ganja vibe, burn me ganja vibe. High grade, when me smoking, they must see things say a joke thing. When me all a.
Yo, it's BKJ on Team King, and you listening to DFZ Radio. What?
Launch crew, ready to reservoir.
What's the load factor, sir?
Bring in the Riser Blast liquid at 2 mils per gallon.
Okay, sir. We are loaded and ready to launch.
10, 9.
Okay, men.
7,
It's time to blast
6,
off into the
5,
plant's root zone
4,
and into
3,
another galaxy
2,
of root growth.
1.
Rhizoblast is a proprietary blend of seaweed and the single-celled algae chlorella. Chlorella's abundance of amino acids and minerals contribute to its value in hydroponics. The benefits used in Rhizoblast are explosive root growth, the use with any growing medium or hydro system. It's ideal use for transplanting and the enhancement of your plant vigor and fast-flowering plants. Let your plants have a blast and see a world of a difference with Rhizoblast from Botanicare. Check it out at www.botanicare.com.
DFCRadio.com.
Have you ever been interested in gardening with dry fertilizers? Well, you're not the only one, and let me tell you about Vermicrop Organics and their line of organic dry fertilizers. Healthy plants with a simple 4-step process. Step 1. Just measure out a half teaspoon per gallon of soil or 2 cups per 12 square feet of soil surface area. Step 2. Apply evenly to the soil surface. Step 3. Blend into the top layer of soil to avoid caking. Step 4. Water thoroughly. And that's it, simple as that. Great for vegetables, fruits, flowers, potted plants, trees, shrubs, annuals, and perennials. It's Vermicrop Organics VermiVeg 744. Along with the VermiBloom and PK Boost, you will have a complete line of organic nutrients and a garden that will thank you with a great harvest. Looking for an even simpler way? Then check out the Vermiall 666. This game-changing mix is formulated for all stages of growth in the fast-paced garden of champion vegetable and flower growers. And check out the Vermi Bat Guano Fertilizer and the Vermi Blood Milk Fertilizer for feeding oversized, nitrogen-hungry plants. Learn more at vermicrop.com. That's vermicrop.com.
Hey guys, this is Alice Moon. I'm sending some major love to the Hydroponic chef. He did an epic job at the High Times Cook-Off, so go follow him. I'm high now. Sending some love, 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 love.
Yo, it's BKJ on Team King, and you listening to DFZ Radio. What?
This is Mark with Cannabis Supper Club, and you're listening to DFZ Radio, Farm to Table Cannabis with the Hydroponic Chef.
Yeah, this is Rudy with Cannabis Catered Events, and you're listening to DFC Radio, Farm to Table Cannabis with the Hydroponic Chef.
DFCRadio.com.
Drink in my cup, someone tell the DJ, crank it on up. Side diesel in my blood, purple drink in my cup.
All right, we're back. Farm to Table Cannabis, DFC Radio. We got the fucking team in the building today. I felt like it's fucking X-Force in here and shit, man. Professor Xavier called in all his fucking top chefs. Fucking X-Force.
X-Force.
So fucking, what's up, Wolverine? Tell me. What's it like? No, what's it like Dyson with them? He said raises Canadians, goddamn Canadians. We never liked them anyway. Fuck it, eh? So what is it like, this ever-changing industry, you guys? It's such a blessing to be a part of it, and I'm glad we were here first, and we'll be here. It will be here in the end. We have an upcoming event, though, an exciting event to talk about. The High Seas on July 6th. Chef, fuck you. Should we cue the music?
Should we cue the music?
Yeah, you got the flyer right there. No.
Flyer?
Yeah, we got a flyer. It's okay. We'll do it when we come back from commercial break. That's all right. That's all right.
Damn.
Oh, I'm gonna do it real quick. All right. So, July 6th, out of Newport Beach.
Newport Beach.
We're on a yacht this time, folks. Cannabis Catered Events brings to you the High Seas event. Gonna feature the awesome cooking skills from Chef Layla, Chef Snusney, Chef Buds, and there'll be an appearance by Rudy from Cannabis Catered Events. Shout out to Magical Butter Machine for sponsoring, and there'll be a comedy show. Jamie Kennedy will be there. We've got celebrity guests in attendance like Paul Pierce. We've also got Daz Dillinger, Too Short. What you know about that?
Hey,
Cannabis Catered Events. It's going down.
Skaters, a bunch of singers.
He said a bunch of skater boys. Avril Lavigne's gonna be there. It's going fucking down. So DFC Radio, Farm to Table Cannabis. along with High Times TV. We're going to be all there hanging out too. So
High Seas.
High Seas.
High Seas.
Splash that.
Shout out Cannabis Catered Events.
Hey, we're
Shout out
on a
Rudy.
boat.
We're on a boat.
We're going to be on the boat.
So,
Which is Bob Barker music in the background.
You get it?
You just won a new car.
You just won some edibles. Please medicate responsibly and get your cat spayed and neutered.
Yeah.
So, guys, what's on the menu for the High Seas event? Chef Buds, you're up first. We've been talking to you. You're getting a lot of screen time right now.
Damn, you're talking to me. Hey. So I kept it super simple. I just went with Mama's recipes. I'm gonna do a soup, the classic borscht, and then I'm gonna do a kind of it's called cutletti. It's like basically ground beef and like a little patty with like different spices and like some onions and garlic, and then in like a little sauce type of thing, like a little reduction.
Some classic,
quick
some
bites,
classic
quick,
skills. Yeah, something you pulled out there from them days working in the kitchens in New York.
Yeah, all the catering, don't miss that.
Now, Sisney, I'm gonna skip over you because you're about to choke. That blunt's way too fat. What's on the what's on the menu tonight? That night, I should say.
I'm doing desserts, so I'm gonna be doing 3 different cheesecakes, probably just a regular cheesecake, and then
There ain't nothing regular about this cheesecake, for the record. Have you ever had
Nothing
Sisney's
regular.
cheesecake?
Fires.
And then I'm doing a strawberry cheesecake, and finally, I'm doing some Nutella cheesecake.
Holy nutty Nutella! All
Shout
right.
out to Layla because I never would have thought to put Nutella in my cheesecake if I didn't see her do it first.
No, Layla got the secret.
Now, Layla, that's gonna put you on the spot. What's going on with your menu?
So I have some cold appetizers going on. I'm going to do a vegetarian caprese tortellini skewer with a pesto balsamic and a vegan ceviche.
Mm-hmm.
So it's got some heart of palm and some jicama, and then we're gonna do bacon wrapped dates, neither vegan or vegetarian, not for the faint of heart.
That's right. You're gonna feel this one. And now, what kind of infusion techniques are we working with on this yacht party?
Well, we're gonna do some optional sauces on the side so people can pick and choose. But as always, I'm gonna do a flower infusion and make my tincture.
Flour and a tincture. All right.
Flour and a tincture.
Chef
Shout
Buds.
out Magical Butter.
Flour and a tincture. What are you cooking? How are you cooking cannabis into your food, young Padawan?
Cannabis into your food.
We're gonna get wacky. It's about to get weird. Devin's starting to feel it. Devin's about
Weird.
I'm getting high.
hold on.
So you're having mustard and biscuits on your event? I recommend some mustard and biscuits. And you might want to bring some killer weed too. You ought not have done that. That was just a chicken fried steak. It's just a poor little feller.
You don't want to get me started with that. But yo, I'm gonna make hash oil. I'm gonna get some nice, beautiful Everclear and cook it down. I got some fresh cannabis, and make a nice little, hash little song.
He's doing tinctures too.
Yeah.
It's happening.
Yeah.
This is happening.
Tinctures
The
in
right way.
house.
I mean, that's the right way. No?
Anything worth doing is worth doing right. And speaking of doing right, I'm gonna come correct. I'm gonna bring a jambalaya because we on a boat with this whole seafood theme. I'm gonna keep it real simple. Shout out to CBDmealclub.com for providing me with all the ingredients I need to medicate this boat responsibly. CBDmealclub.com. I use it, and I also cook with it. All right. So, we're back talking about the High Seas event going down July 6th. We got all the chefs in here. We got Nancy, the roommate extraordinaire, just hanging out here. Nancy used to be my roommate, guys, and now we just smoke weed every once in a while. It's sad when that happens, but
Growing up.
sometimes you just gotta grow up, I guess.
Oh, don't cry. I love you.
So, ever-changing face of the cannabis industry, you guys. You're seeing a lot of new changes getting implemented when it comes to cooking with cannabis, being able to throw an event. Cannabis coordinator's license. That's really where it's at right now. If you've got the event coordinator's license, you hold the power to be able to hold these events. Now, this is not an easy thing to obtain. I think there's a handful of people right now that actually even have that. Now, this is the future of cooking with cannabis unless you're cooking in a restaurant. So long-term goals right now. Are you trying to cook in a industry chef like kitchen one day, or are you trying to look for a edible brand, or what are you bringing in the future? What's the future hold for you, Chef Buds?
I mean, I'm definitely gonna have some products I want to release, but the future for me is just to focus more on food and then the advocacy for cannabis. I don't want it to be solely based on the stoner situation, the cannabis. So I'm just like focus on the food and my brand Chef Buds. I want to open up a bunch of food trucks that I might have in the works soon, all across the states. Maybe work some CBD in there, do some private events, but more on like the media side of things. I'm not trying too much to work at a brick and mortar spot. But if they want consulting,
not even if Chef Jay was like, hey.
Not even if Chef Jay said, yo, dickhead, you need to come in with me. We got this thing going on. I'll be like, hey, I'm your friend, but nah, I'm good.
Private events only. Okay. Susni, what's in store for Sus Eats? What's going with you? What are you bringing to the market in the future? And is it going to be private events only, or?
Yeah, I think I definitely just want to do private events from now on. So I like to have fun when I cook, so I'll only take events in places that I want to go. And I've been with High Caliber Organics cultivating for about 1.5 years now, and I'm just gonna stay
people
with
don't
them.
know.
What kind of lights they growing now under there up there?
Oh, I can't say all that on the
That's all right. Hey.
Tested her.
Little birdie in my ear told me it's okay. I saw it in their pics. High quality. Hey, very high quality lights. Okay, top notch. Those big fuckers. Those big fuckers.
Only the hydro eye could
spot that.
Could
So
spot through the blistering blindness of the light.
So now that you're back in Cali now, what's with the cannabis situation in Cali compared to when you were back east? I mean,
oh man,
are you gonna grow? Are you ready to grow 6 plants in that loft of yours yet?
Who?
You.
No.
Use your legal right as a California citizen to grow.
I have
Remember,
three.
if you don't use it, you lose it.
I have 3 plants in my window. They're looking beautiful. Nice and big.
There we go.
They're there.
They're healthy.
You could come check it out. But like right now, New York is being super progressive. Honestly, they're super with it. A lot of private events, a lot of underground events, kind of like how California had back in the day.
What do you think about this medicated pizza delivery scene they got going out there?
Stone pizza.
Fucking shout out to Genius. Duh.
I wanted to do that, but I was too pussy to do it over there. I was doing more like, yeah, that's the way. That's how New York's like hitting the cannabis scene. Like, fuck it, we're just gonna put it in mainstream media, market the shit out of it until they accept it. Like that's pretty much what it is. That's how you really push it. You get people to change their minds. But it was weird growing up. Like, yeah, we didn't have too much, but now you go back there, there's a lot of cannabis in New York.
Well, I mean, fuck, they just shot down another chance to get medical cannabis out there, and recreational shot down too.
It's a political thing because, like, they're trying to figure
fucking
out how
Cuomo or what?
They're trying to figure out how these companies can take control of everything, pretty much. Just how everyone else wants to do it, but we're not gonna allow that. That's why everyone's like petitioning against it.
That's good. Yeah, make black market great again.
That's pretty much what it is, It's
because the black market thrives in New York. It really does.
It's
I mean,
crazy.
you want to talk about the original underground black market, like
yeah, people really don't know. But New York, though, like it's like not to blow up anyone's spot, but like California back in the day, like everyone has their grows.
It's the Wild West.
It's now the new Wild West. It's the gray zone.
And it's
what
because
California gray zone was before. That's what New York is now.
They became self-sustainable. That's the thing. And around New York, you have 3 more legal states, which means it's becoming more and more self-reliable. They don't take the packs from the West Coast anymore. If actually during that drought, I think they were taking some East Coast packs earlier this month in High and Dry July. Shout out to all you High and Dry July brokers right now, trying to make a fucking way out of no way. Saint, can we get a measure on the new low? What's the new low right now? Look it up. What is it?
24.
24 is the new low. It's official.
Yep.
All right. So let's go out to Norwalk. What's up, Rebecca? How's that magical butter treating you?
Hey, what's up?
You got to turn us down in the background.
Oh, let me turn it off. I didn't even know it was
All right,
on.
so this chick gets it, all right? She's been calling for a minute now. She finally won her magic butter machine. It was all about timing. Life's all about timing. So tell us, what are you cooking with that magic butter machine, Rebecca?
Well, I'm excited to try it out, but I'm going to be honest, I haven't tried it out yet because I can't figure it out. I was gonna ask you.
We're here to help you. Let's go over
what
a
is,
demo.
Like, your biggest failure, like to starting it? Did you mess up the first time? Is there a way I can mess up, or is it really easy?
Okay, so with the magic butter machine, it's really set and forget. They keep it really simple. You set the temperature, you set the time, and then you press start. That way you know you don't, as long as you're not raising the temperature anymore, you already know what your highest temperature is going to be going in. So
is there a specific temperature that you use?
So listen, once you decarboxylate the cannabis and throw it into the butter machine with whatever medium you use, olive oil, canola oil, cocoa butter, then
I keep hearing you use that word decarb.
Decarb is a very key point to infusing with cannabis. Now,
I didn't know that.
No,
You
this
don't
is-
have to, but it makes it.
It makes a lot better
Yeah.
of a difference, and it's
Yeah.
gonna give you more bang for your buck. Now, decarboxylation consists of heating the cannabis item up to about 220 degrees for about I'd say 20 minutes is a good starting point. Some people go longer, but I think you lose flavor when you do that. Next, you're going to take it out. Then you're going to infuse whatever your fluid is, whether it's butter, olive oil, or hell, you can infuse alcohol if you want to make a tincture. So decarboxylate first, then use it for cooking purposes in the magic butter machine.
That sounds so good. Now, is there any way I can mess it up besides the temperature?
The longer you leave your cannabis in there, the longer you have it sitting in there with your material, the more the flavor is going to get out of the plant and into your medium. If you want a less, earthy tasting, cannabis tasting olive oil, you're only going to let it sit for about 30 minutes. If you don't mind and you want the highest potency possible, let that shit for a couple of hours, I know people that crock pot
8
overnight.
hours cycle.
Yeah, see, crock pot method, that's, old school method.
8 hours?
So Chef Layla just said she leaves it for 8 hours. That's not. I don't believe that's a setting on the magic butter machine, but it's still. You can. You can definitely do it over and over, and then you're gonna strain it.
Yeah.
You're gonna strain it from. You're using those magic butter machine strainers. You're gonna strain your liquid into a nice jar and seal that jar. Keep it in the fridge. It'll keep the. It'll keep it last longer. If you have to keep it on a shelf, that's all right. But also, if you're using olive oil, get a tinted color jar because you don't want to lose the color of olive oil. Nothing looks uglier than pulling out a brown colored olive oil. Hey, you guys want some CBD?
So the little spray that they give you for the butter, you don't use that?
The what?
The little molding tray.
Oh yeah, for sure. You can use that magic butter molding tray because it's a easier way to get the candy molds. But
Yeah,
really,
if you're doing butter, but if
That's
you're
kinda
doing
like what I
oil,
wanted.
then just throw it in
I
a
like
jar.
the look of it.
yeah, good point. Layla just said if you're using butter, use the mold. If you're using oil, put it in the jar. Oh, my bong just dropped and landed up.
Water bottle challenge. Bong challenge.
Have one?
Fucking counter.
Knock your bong over and see if it'll land.
Yeah, anyone
facing
else
up.
can match that one. I dare them. That was crazy good. So happy 4th to you, Rebecca. Thank you for calling in. We're going to send you the glove from Magic Butter Machine. The glove. That way you have 2 gloves. You can throw up West Side on both hands with your glove on.
Yeah.
The first person that sends me a picture of them doing West Side with a magical butter glove on gets a Magic Butter Machine. All right? Because that's not an easy feat. All right? That's not an easy feat. Those gloves are thick.
I also want to say shout out to General Hydroponics for all those samples. My plants are looking so happy.
Well, we appreciate you. Thank you for calling in. That's what we do it for. We do it for the nutrients. We do it for the love. We do it for the grow. So just keep on grinding, Rebecca. Call in next week. We got some more samples for you.
Yay, thanks.
All right. So
Okay, bye.
we're back with the interview. The High Seas crew. You guys are a dangerous crew when you get together.
Yes.
You guys are like worse than X-Force. You guys are like You guys are like the Revengers. You guys are here for revenge.
My man's over here.
I'm nerding out. That was another reference. So when it comes to infusing techniques when you're infusing at home, what do you guys like to do? Rebecca was asking about butters and olive oils. Go ahead, Layla. You're up first.
I really like the vegetable glycerin tinctures.
I like that.
Yeah, so you
Agreed.
can really put that anywhere. Sweet, savory, bath bombs. That's what I use for my bath bombs. I make my own tinctures.
Bath bomb queen.
Yeah, that's my preferred method. Every now and then, you do some oil, some coconut oil or olive oil to cook with, but for me, honestly, the
Vegetable
tincture, I could
glycerin?
just use it in anything.
Coming out with the
anything.
So now the thing about the vegetable glycerin, it can be used as a tincture, it can be used as a topical, it can be used as a fucking
as a lot of
what is that called?
Multi-purpose. A lot of people,
laxative
a lot
too?
of people make lube with it.
I was gonna say, there you go.
Yeah,
Well,
multi-purpose.
So, I actually took first place at Kush Stock with the homies Burning Bush for a tincture made with.
Burning Bush is the company.
Fucking Burning Bush
And
is
you
the
made a
homie.
lube?
No, we made it. Yeah, it
That
was a
was so
lube.
funny. That'd be
I mean,
fucking
technically,
hilarious.
it was a lube, but it had gold flakes in it and
Oh,
rose.
okay, yeah, I
Rose and
remember
gold
the
flakes.
little the.
We'll bring that to
Tonic.
market. We'll bring that to market someday. So Susni, what's your favorite infusion technique at home?
I'd like to use my magical butter to just make butter. It's so easy. It goes in a lot of things that I just cook at home. I like to make wing sauce for cauliflower wings a lot and chicken wings. So that's so easy to make. I just get my can of butter that I leave in the fridge, and then I mix it with wing sauce and then seasonings. If I want to do mango habanero, I'll get like a can of mango nectar and a little bit of mango sauce, or I'm sorry, habanero sauce. Mix it with the wing sauce, and you got a really easy sauce.
Simple, easy,
Super delicious.
Chef Bud with the big old fucking joint you got over there. What's your infusion technique?
Well, I used to do the old crockpot gimmick, and then a beautiful company called Levo Machine from New York sent me their machine. It's kind of like a Keurig tabletop machine. You can make tinctures, coconut oils, put any type of infusion.
We had them on before, yeah.
Small batches, you know what I'm saying? But
Mhm.
now magical butter came into play. They gave me their big tankers, you know what I'm saying?
Those are the ones that hold it down? Okay.
Those are the ones that hold it down.
Well, it's because
it allows you to make it. It's a little easier.
What size you're going to be doing your method
Exactly.
in. If you're just doing a small home infusion, that might not be it, but
Exactly.
it really is versatile. You can use it in small.
For doing it like catering, like for at home, you know what I'm saying? Like to do like bigger catering and like bigger purposes, like the bigger dinner parties, like magical butter is the way. You know?
Yeah.
All right, well, here we go. That was an unsolicited endorsement. Magic Butter rocks.
Yeah,
You
I
heard it. You
agree.
heard it here first. We still have a magic butter machine to give
Listen
away.
up.
So 562-653-0707. You can call in to win. Rebecca already won one, so we couldn't give
That's that
Rebecca
gas. That's
another
that
magic
deep
butter machine. So that's just better for you callers. And we got 2 more calling in right now. So we're going to take a quick commercial break. We're going to come back. We're going to give away a magic butter machine. We're going to say our shout outs and get ready for High Seas, the event. Happy 4th of July, Farm to Table
sir.
Cannabis,
Yes, sir.
DFZ Radio, HighTimesTV.com.
West Coast, candy paint dripping cause I just got a fresh coat. California raised me, an LA baby, the Chevrolet raisin, scraping on Dayton's, riding down Rosecrans, get with the program, call me the drone man, the hydros potens. Got your eyes low, lower than the ocean, just west coasting through the coast, with the potion, and the best dro to smoke. The baddest bitches, girls in bikinis with ass titties. The hustle game easy, you just can't believe till you see me on TV. Drive down the wrong street, might see the tech smoke. Hop in the ride and let's go to the West Coast. This life is like a movie. You meet a model bitch, then you fuck her like a groupie. California, 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 yeah, the county of LA. California, California,
Compton, California, yeah, the city where I was raised. Second son to Eazy-E, so don't be amazed. Same nigga, same flow, same mind frame. I'm all about the Lucci. Fuck minimum wage, cruising through these Cali streets, smoking on this OG. Cash rules everything around me, I need more cream. West Coast, get it in. What the fuck you think? Saying I'm riding with you, really though, this money in the bank. E3 hotter than the California forecast. Burning up these tracks, nigga, I need more cash. Yeah, I'm a bona fide hustler. Fuck with my family or cash and I'ma cut ya. Real G's get it, that's only the obvious. Go against us, you know you facing the consequence. I love my state, but I really hate the politics. Better keep stepping, buddy boy, in a pile of shit. Yeah, in a pile of shit. E3, get it in, nigga, I'm live as shit. 3, 2, 1.
Of LA, just me and Mary J. As the world keeps spinning, like gold 100 spokes, engine running, Chevy gunning down the coast. Just let it roll. Who doesn't love to see a 6-4 hop down the block, banging Eazy-E and Pac? Motherfuck the cops. Got drove in my ride, but I ain't even tripping. It's another summer night and about to get the dipping. It's California, A, got some beautiful women. Gotta see it for yourself, it's such a beautiful vision. Palm trees, palm weed, won't you ride with me? West Coast in, floating through these Cali streets. Cruising down the boulevard in the late night. Sunset to the daylight, we take flight. Lights, camera, action, fast cars and jewelry. Models and groupies, we film in a movie. It's a motion picture, everybody's a celebrity. Won't you take a picture? It's a motion picture, everybody's a celebrity. Won't you take a picture? Latin girls, Asians, black girls, Jamaicans, white girls, they all on vacation. Pop another bottle, yeah, we buy 'em by the case and we spitting big faces. California, 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 yeah, the county of LA. California, California,
DFCRadio.com.
Same thing again. Rise out of bed, roll it up with the blend. They say, oh
old habits die hard in the end, so it no matter how hard I pretend.
Loud City.
It's Calibots and the movement, yeah. Bobby Hustle, na. Such a clean habit, yeah. Boy. You know I gotta have it, it ain't gonna lead nowhere. Except the many leeches and the people with the power, but nobody cares. Cause all I do is sit and dream about drinking and women and music. It's just gonna give me another reason to use and abuse it. But still I gotta, I live and I learn, all I wanna do is burn down. And so I light it up. I live and I learn, all I wanna do is burn. And so I light it up. I live and I learn, all I wanna do is burn down. And so I light it up. I live and I learn, all I wanna do is burn. Search for the high grade in a mistache. And watch the girl them wind up like me they a calibash. Boy, feeling so good, couple grams in a me pocket. If you not smoke, that's okay, but don't you knock it. God bless the nation. Yet no people have a high grade occupation. Yeah, me say so anytime you see me, when you see me, eyes red up, yeah. It's a habit, not go let up, yeah. Cause all me really need is a little bit of weed and a woman by my side and a reggae beat, yeah. And I bet you never know until you do it, no. Moment coming, tell them how the habits feed, no. I live and I learn, all I wanna do is burn down. And so I light it up. I live and I learn, all I wanna do is burn. And so I light it up. I live and I learn, all I wanna do is burn down. And so I light it up. I live and I learn, all I wanna do is burn. Yeah.
I smoke the zip in an afternoon. It's 5 o'clock, I'm trying to smoke all evening too. So where you want to? Do you have a next thing? Cause I got a habit and it needs addressing. You know I wanna hold it, break it up and roll it, twist it up and fold it, any kind of way. I'm an addict like the ceiling, in need of that healing. If I can't have it, I'ma feel some type of way. So when we start smoke, we not stop smoke. I'm from the West Coast, riding with the best smoke. You know, say it's the movement. Kali and the hustle in the streets, them see me moving. Ganja man, the hustle still. You know I got a way of vanishing like the smoke in the sky. I gotta have it to manage the pain like smoke in my eye. Sometimes I light it up just to smoke and get high. Yeah, I gotta have it, man. I smoke to get by.
You know I gotta have it and I know I don't have it to give away. If I see it, I'm gonna grab it. My mind is a mess and I'm always stressing it. Maybe I'll never need this drink atop a tablet. Because I think my eyes are playing tricks on me. I think it's easy to see, but I can't believe me. Cause every time she bring a bottle of wine, I'm fine past the jealous. I know that you'll never leave me. I live and I learn, all I wanna do is burn now. And so I light it up.
562-653-0707. Call in now to win. DFZ Radio. Call in now to win. What up, Russell? Call in 562-653-0707.
Where you at, Russ?
You can win a magic butter machine. We're back. DFZ Radio, Farm to Table Cannabis. We're having a ball in the studio.
We're giving away a magical butter to the next caller.
That's right. That's right. Sissy, you going hard on the live right now.
6707?
0707. You're live on the mic right
All right.
now.
Next caller.
All right.
Uh-oh.
So if you're listening to us on DFZRadio.com, you can call in live. High Times TV
Oh,
listeners.
the
you
lines
can
are lighting
call
up.
in. So
0707, win a magical butter machine. You guys are
that's our job,
slacking.
you know. We're here to help you. You ain't got to do nothing but call in to win
And pay attention.
Every week we have the honor of bringing you new guests, and next week we're gonna have the opulent chef in. He was just featured in Viceland. Yeah, he was just on Viceland too, and he was doing his thing, and then up there at the Hall of Flowers too. So shout out to the opulent chef. He'll be in here next Wednesday, 5 to 6. We always throw it down for the culinary cannabis crown. Now, you ever get into competitive cooking, Chef Buds? I know Layla and Susni, me and Layla, we got a unfinished business. Susni, you threw it down in the kitchen.
Thank you.
So what's good, Chef Buds? Are you just going to You gonna stick with the private events, or you gonna get into some of these cooking competitions?
You know.
Well, you know, he's not sure.
I do these events if I got invited. I do it. Nah, honestly, a lot of people tell me to do they were like, "Oh, you should do Chopped and all those big, those TV things." It's like I'm good cooking on the fly, random shit. So.
What's your cooking style?
Rustic. Urban rustic.
I dig it.
What?
You know what I'm saying?
No, I dig it. I can understand that. Yeah, I can really see that about you.
Random shit. Not that fancy schmancy.
Easy,
crap.
Wolverine. Don't cut anybody.
I'm not cutting anymore.
Sisney, what's your cooking style?
Wild Tiger.
Just simple stuff that you wouldn't think is good, but
American.
Yeah.
Stuff you wouldn't think is good. American. That's us. Layla, where's your influence come from, sweet?
The South mostly.
Nice.
Some flavor.
Hey, Artisan Shop wants to know, is rustic a way of saying you probably won't get food poisoning? Rustic?
Whose man is this?
Hey, somebody get their boy, all right? Rustic means artisanal. Using
Artisanal.
old world
Artisanal.
flavors and techniques.
Thank you, Chef.
Fuck it. He's all, I'm going back to watching porn, is what he said. Where are you for my co-host? That was awesome. You're hilarious, guy. I need you in my life. So here we are going into hour 2 of Farm to Table Cannabis. This is the bonus hour. The Heavy Tea Grow Show is going to be coming up in about 7 days next week on Wednesday. So stay tuned in the whole time and listen to our replays on High Times TV and DFZRadio.com.
Keep calling.
So the event, it's going down. Any of you guys ever met Too Short before?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, over at
The other day.
the 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
At the
Funky OG,
Layla should know. Her
Cannabis,
and Rudy did a collaboration.
Digital Awards. Yeah, me and
yeah.
Cannabis catered events were out there. And yeah, Rudy threw down on some delicious food. I did dessert.
Nice.
And it was pretty lit. Too Short was over there. We were at his studio.
I heard he's a gentleman.
Awesome.
Yeah.
He's a gentleman. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Fun.
Not all
guy.
hoes and bitches.
Dun,
No.
dun, dun.
Speaking of hoes and bitches and saying fucking crazy wild ass shit, let's take this caller calling out of. Where are we calling from?
Gotta just take the things.
Where are we calling from?
Move all the
Oh, is this
glass.
artisanal seed? Is this artisanal seed shop?
Hey, what's happening, Captain?
What is good? Thanks for calling in. You called to give us a hard time about the rustic?
Oh, yeah, I just ate at a rustic restaurant the other week.
This fucker's laughing like a hyena.
Homie's camper.
A homemade camper?
My homie's camper.
Oh, that's
Okay.
so sick. No, let's talk about camping. All right,
Now
or
that's rustic.
now some people call it glamping when they have a trailer with a kitchen. Yeah. So tell me about your experience glamping with the mobile kitchen.
Oh, it was only mobile kitchen to the tune of we drove the items we cooked to the campsite.
Hey.
But everything else is open fire, pot and pan, no glamping allowed.
Okay. Respect. Where's your camping site at?
My backyard.
Holy shit. Are you from the Pacific Northwest?
We are.
How did I know I had a PNW caller? He camps in his backyard. Well, you're going to be camping in style with a new Magic Butter machine from the good folks over there at Magic Butter.
Perfect.
All you had to do was call in and give us a little bit of a hard time about our rustic our rustic cooking techniques.
Cookies for the neighborhood.
Cookies for the neighborhood. All right. So it's which is your name? Is it Big H? What is it? What's your name?
My name's Tyler.
Tyler. All right. Did you call earlier?
No.
Okay. Well, shit. You won. We had one Tyler that lost and one Tyler that won. All right. So
Tyler Team A.
Send DFZ Radio or send me your address or your favorite camping spot, as you call it, and I will get your Magic Butter machine sent out to the campground.
Well, thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much for calling in, Tyler. Happy fucking camping, man.
Yeah, Yeah, happy 4th of July.
Happy 4th of July. He's one happy camper, you guys.
Hell
Hey,
yeah.
let's take another caller because we're not done giving shit away. We got.
Bye-bye.
Bye. What's up, Jamie Torres? How you doing, Jamie out of Bellflower?
Corporate
Hey, what's up, guys?
What up, Jamie? What's cracking?
Hey, can you hear me?
Jamie, can you hear me?
Yeah, what's happening, y'all?
What's slapping this?
Jaime, what up, Jaime?
Is that
You know
Jaime?
me, I'm actually starting to cook some dinner, so.
I love Jaime.
Well, speaking of you're cooking, I'm eating. I got one of these
Ooh.
nice cream cups that I
Oh,
saw
yeah.
Chef
What
Bud's
is
putting together.
that? Yeah.
And we're gonna
Is that a
split,
parfait?
Yeah, we're gonna split this parfait in your honor.
Poor
from
man's
Chef Bud.
Napoleon.
Beautiful. I like that.
He's just
I think I would
in,
need
like
a
Air Bud
spoon.
over here.
Well, fuck it.
You don't need a spoon. No, eat that shit with your tongue.
Savage mode.
So what's good? What's good, Jaime?
Yo, that shit's hella good.
Mhm.
You're up next.
I didn't get that cookie crumble though.
Yeah,
See,
yeah,
you need
no,
that
man, I was
spoon.
just calling to see, all your cooking stuff. What do y'all like, what are the ingredients that you like using your leaf that, like, taste the best?
You got to say your question over because you cut out a little bit.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say, out of all your cooking exploits and stuff, it's like, what ingredients do you like using the least that, like, taste the best? Maybe because they're difficult, to extract or, whatever.
I personally don't like using rosin bags. Leftover rosin bags. Folks are like, dude, use these. They're great for cooking. I'm like, you just gave me your trash. I don't want to throw this away. You throw this away. It's like when someone hands you a flyer on the fucking streets of Hawaii. Hawaii's so beautiful. I can't just throw this on the ground. No, I have literally been handed. I've been handed this. Like Mitch Hedberg said, he's like, here, you throw this away. Fuck. Are you there? All right, Jaime. You've been fun, Jaime. I was gonna give you something, but you fucking clammed up on me. I'm joking. Layla's got your back.
I didn't hang up on you.
Layla's got your back. Don't worry. So yeah, I don't like using rosin bags. How about you guys? That was my little dose of tea right there.
but do you use them? I think his question was, what do you not like to use? Because it's difficult, but it ends up being good, basically worth the fight.
It's the rosin. It's the rosin bags. I just hate them
yeah.
because it just feels like trash to me, but they really work.
The rosin bags for what?
You know the leftover raw when people press rosin,
Different
and they've got
micron levels.
and so they've got that leftover patty from smashing the rosin.
I used to make edibles out of that.
Yeah, a lot of people do. For me personally, because his question was, what do you? It's not fun to work with, but still kind of worth the hassle.
Yeah.
For
feel
me,
like
I don't
shrimp,
like it.
Shrimp, that's my thing.
Cooking with shrimp?
It's so good, but is it worth it? Cleaning it, all of that.
It's like artichoke
I don't
too.
know.
Like you eat the fucking entire thing with
Layla,
only two teeth.
Let people know about the shrimp. There's two sides.
Yeah,
to it.
you gotta clean both veins. Most
What?
people, they hit that
There's
one
two
vein.
veins to the
There's
shrimp,
two
people don't
veins,
know. It's
front
not just
and
on the back?
No.
No.
No, there's
It's on the front,
the
too.
front. Yeah, you gotta peel and devein
You gotta
both
go deep in
sides.
the hell.
Yeah,
You
it's a process. It's a process. So I'm like, is it worth it? They're so delicious. They go so fast. Is it worth it? Crab too. Just all seafood, honestly.
Yeah.
So, Jaime,
Jaime, you still
we're
listening?
gonna ask your question to Sisney now. What ingredient for cooking with cannabis is a bitch to work with, but is worth it?
Yes, what is it? What do you think?
I was gonna say probably bacon always gives me problems at events.
The fuck kind of chef can't cook bacon? You gotta be joking me. Bacon? It's called bacon because you should bake it. Don't put bacon on a stovetop.
Hey, let
right?
the girl back it up. Let the girl
Bacon.
give a story. Maybe she's got a reason why bacon is difficult.
I'm not
for her.
picking on you. I'm not picking
Canada
on
Chef
you.
Showdown, they, a lot of these
traumatized.
events that ask us to go cook, no offense to any events, they just don't give us a fully stocked kitchen.
Hey, when you're cooking a 4-inch piece of bacon in a 2-inch long pan?
I'm like, you know what? We gotta make it work. That's the
Yeah.
only thing in the
Hey, I poached eggs in a fucking coffee mug.
He did. He made it happen.
Top
Oh, you did that Facebook shit. You saw it on Facebook.
Dude, this was
guy-
before that
the
shit.
hacks?
This was like
Come
2 years
on.
ago.
It was a while back. It was a while back.
This was 2 years ago.
They
yeah.
patented the video from him.
Maybe they might have. Shout out to Chef Matt. You are one asshole of a judge, man. You gave us hell. I love you, bro. You gave it to us, though.
We got put through the gauntlet.
He was one of those guys that Chef Jay was talking about earlier. He was like, hey, he tells it like it is, man.
Tough
he tells
love.
it like it is, and
Tough
we all chefs needed to hear it, especially 2 years ago.
Everyone needs
Yeah.
to
Walking
sign
into
out
this
and
fucking like whoa, like I learned real quick. Be humble, but learn your shit. You know, like, and man, because when you're getting in the room with those other chefs and they actually got knife skills, it's embarrassing for me. That's like my worst thing is knives, because I've seen you on the knives, bro. You're legit. Like, you're legit. Like,
He's pretty lit.
He's fucking bona fide, right?
I'm just like, I don't need to cut anything right now if he's around.
Damn.
So
I
Layla,
get stuck rolling joints and cutting.
yeah, you get stuck with all the fucking hard jobs because you're good at it. I asked this guy to trim a fucking the whole tenderloin the day of the event.
Multiple.
But like 4 of them.
Damn.
But he did it.
We learned a lot. We learned a lot about everybody that day. Devin doesn't prep. Doesn't do prep the day before.
He doesn't believe in that.
No,
it's against his religion.
My whole excuse was it's fresh. It's fresher now. Like, motherfucker, this would have been fresh if you cut it into 40 pieces last night.
Nah, but that's why there's like 20 friends around to like help each other.
Oh, he hung up on us. He's not even enjoying himself anymore. All right, well.
It was a long. I understand.
Get Jaime's information. We're gonna send him a magic butter machine.
Yes.
He's definitely watching because he's been messaging
happy
me.
4th of July to everyone calling in. We got a very special guest for Chef Bud's calling in right now. Rebecca from New York.
Hey, Rebecca.
Hey, Dave.
Welcome to Farm to Table Cannabis. We heard you're a big Chef Bud's fan.
This is
we
my
actually grew up with David.
This is my best friend's wife.
So we're super
right here.
proud of him, on this
I'm a very close friend.
state or the country, actually.
So he just gave me the warning. You knew him before his Chef Bud's days. He's simply known as David to you.
Yeah, it's we go way back.
Is it
actually married his best friend. So.
Oh, hey, so it's that kind of love. Okay, so you know all the intimate secrets about Dave. So when did Dave really start getting interesting?
Yeah.
I've always been
Actually.
So
I don't know.
so him.
I don't think she heard you.
No, it's all good.
Anyway, it wasn't really a question. We were just calling in to say what's up and that.
Oh no, you don't get
We're
you don't get off that easy. You don't get that easy. So being Chef Bud's super fans, what's it been like since day one watching him go? Watching him go from just cooking in Brooklyn to cooking in in front of a live audience, sometimes even on YouTube and social media. What's it been like to watch his evolution?
It's been super dope, honestly. To come from almost no cooking background and just starting from the bottom and making your way to the top. It's pretty amazing. If you put your mind to something and you work hard, there's always that light at the end of the tunnel, which Dave pretty much proved, which is pretty amazing.
And we talk about this a lot. I'm sure you saw Dave was probably told his whole life that everything with cannabis is a bad thing, and that you'll never get a career in this game. And then, dude, you just moved from the Northern California Bay Area down to SoCal to the hub of cannabis cooking.
Yeah.
Because you saw the vision
It's
that
just more progressive,
bro, and I mean
everyone's working together, making moves.
So I mean, salute to you for making the right moves and making the right decisions, and big shout out to Rebecca for getting to watch this process go. What's your boy's name? Or does he work for the CIA or something? She ain't mentioning him.
He works in the hospital.
Okay, it's safe then. Yeah, we won't mention any. Yeah,
nah, his name is Ilya. Ilya, shout out to Ilya.
There we go. I was like, can the homie get some love and shit? I want to give him a high five and shit now. So Rebecca, thank you for calling in. Did you do any cooking with cannabis out there in New York, allegedly?
Oh yeah.
Oh, she does
actually. Up some, homemade shit.
All right, well, let's send her some molds from Magic Butter Machine. The shaper, so she can make some candies.
There you
Damn,
go.
we're on a roll right
Rebecca.
now. Rebecca, you're getting hooked up. This for being friends with Chef Bud super fans.
Name dropped in.
That's right, name dropping. She said, "Can you? I heard you can go to any restaurant in Manhattan with Chef Bud's, and they got a special menu for him."
What was that? Can you repeat that?
I said, I heard you go to any restaurant in Manhattan, and they got a special Chef Bud's CBD menu.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
All right. Thank you for calling in, Rebecca. Say what's up to your husband out there hanging out and keeping people alive at the hospital.
Will do. Thanks for having me.
All right. You guys, let's take this one last caller. We got Capricorn Gang calling in. Who's shout out from Harley. What's good, Harley? Oh, this was going to be a good one. I'm so bummed he's not here.
Where's
Harley?
Harley?
Are you there? Oh, that's it.
Oh, I love Harley.
We had to give it one more chance. Harley, can you hear me, buddy? All right, that's it. Oh, we got Grace calling in from Hollywood.
Hey, Grace.
What up, Grace? Thanks for calling in.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, just out here representing for the culinary crown.
So, my question's for the ladies.
Here we go. Put them through the gauntlet.
Layla and Sesame, tell me, you're both super attractive. You're so smart. You cook amazing food. Is there anything you don't do?
Wow, the only thing I don't do is dishes. That's it. Everything else under control.
Got enough of those in cooking school, huh? Where'd you go to cooking school at, Chef?
I went to Les Cordon Bleu.
Mm.
No longer available unless you're going to France.
What city? I mean,
Pasadena.
Atta girl.
Shout out.
Boom. Shout out to Pasadena. All right. Well, we got some classically trained chefs. We got some extremely talented chefs that have cooked in restaurants throughout New York. We got bakers in the building today. So this is quite the chef's round table. So you called in asking the right questions on the right day, Grace. You got anything for Chef Buds? You got any questions for Chef Buds?
How do you stand it working with such talent?
Oh, it's the best.
Grace.
We love you.
Honestly, I turned on Instagram, and it said swipe up to watch live. And how flippin' excited to see all of you guys.
Oh, you're so sweet. We love you.
Glad I can provide you with the link, at least.
Grace, is this Grace of Cannabis Supper Club, Grace?
Greens with Grace.
You might have met me at the Cannabis Supper Club.
All right, I thought I think that's the last time I seen you as working at that.
Yeah.
Event, but
No, I thought we saw each other at, what was it?
Can Christmas dinner.
Vendor highlights?
No, it was something more recent. It was an event.
WeedCon?
No. Anyhow.
I remember though. That's the important thing. Is I was high, but I still remember. Grace, thank you for calling in. You're going to be at the High Seas event.
Yep, I'll be there.
That's right. It's going down. We'll be smoking tough. We've got
good.
Awesome. I'll see you guys soon.
right on. Thanks, Grace.
Bye,
Thanks for calling in.
Love you.
So, you guys bring out such good energy and good callers, man. That's why it's got to hook everybody up that calls in. We got this event coming up this weekend. How do you prepare for this? Is it prep like 3 days before? Is it the day before? You just hack it together like I do?
Dude, I'm a couple hours into the night.
Yeah,
end up
pretty much.
staying up until the morning. That's my kind of style. Just do the
typical chef
shopping
shit.
in the day, take a couple naps, and then get it done.
Not a girl. All right. You guys got 9-to-5 jobs too?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Something like that.
Yes, I do.
That's right. You're working in the dispensaries because I know the chef thing is hard, like doing the side
Allegedly.
gigs and allegedly, Nancy says, but trying to hold all that together. We salute you guys for being able to do the whole chef thing, do the cannabis chef thing, holding a job, keeping family people
Going
happy,
to school.
going to school, working. And we got someone calling right in from 800. Hold on.
Hey.
DFC Radio, go fuck yourself. DFC Radio, go fuck yourself.
Is it 1-800? Who's the man?
It's a 1-800 number. I don't know.
Hello.
Yeah, thanks for calling Farm to Table Cannabis. We'd like to introduce you to a new CBD meal option today at cbdmealclub.com. All you got to do is simply subscribe, and we have 4 different meal options for you. Jambalaya, featuring an awesome CBD olive oil. Or you can have a wonderful mac and cheese with CBD butter, simply infused at home. If you'd like to subscribe, please press 1. Did you call with a question, or are you just hanging out? What's up, Hector? Hey, we can do this all day, buddy. You called me. I want to give you
not exactly.
I want to give you something for free. All you got to do is answer this one question.
Don't be shy.
Who sent you? I've acquired a certain set of skills. Skills that I've picked up in my days of cooking and culinary training. I will find you, and I will medicate you.
Oh my goodness, man.
All right, we're going to take a break.
never know what
DFZ
you're gonna
Radio,
get.
Farm to Table Cannabis. We're going to take a commercial break. We're going to come back and do some sign-offs.
Oh. Yo, I got a dip.
We so high, smoking all the time, rolling all the time, chopping all the time. Yeah, we so high, smoking all the time, rolling all the time, chopping all the time. Yeah. So big split smoker, don't need no roller. So roll my doja, I can first show ya. Big stench odor, Christmas cola. Sticky as the growers, we gon' teach more up. We gon' see more bud, pockets on forest. Yeah, they cheer for us, cause we got more of what they want in store plus. If I can't fly, I'ma puff till I soar up. Good day for 'em. The way I run these trees, you can say I run forest. Yeah, I run for it, run toward it. Haters can't ignore it, all that ladies love it. It's so euphoric, they so blatantly adore. Bumping all the cuts as we cruising to the night. Like they come from DJ Quick, cause it's going down tonight. Just find another split so I can hit it while I ride. And shorty looking swift, I'ma hit it while I drive. We so high, smoking all the time, rolling all the time, chopping all the time. Yeah, we so high, smoking all the time, rolling all the time, chopping all the time. Yeah, we so high. Fire up another split. Take a hit, show life I'm fucking with. And I'd be lying if I said my life is perfect. I'm hurting inside enough for me to catch a burden. Lungs turning black, smoke till my chest is burning. Can't hold back, I'm high till the morning. We brew money, it's the only thing that levels me. You can call it remedy, but never gets the best of me. Twist to get it lifted while I'm shipping to the bitches. Got me feeling like the richest, I'm on it, so get with it. Flipping on that killer soul, smoking with a privilege. Take it higher than the gifted, so don't mind if I'm tripping. Gotta keep my hustle up, so I smoke the top shell. If your lungs ain't strong enough, smoke with somebody else. I need that good, burning like wood should. Like good wood, burning like good wood should. So high, can't touch the ground. Look at me, I'm Superman. I wanna go up, light the blunt, light it up and have so much fun. So high, can't touch the ground. Look at me, I'm Superman. I wanna go up, light the blunt, light it up and have so much fun. We so high, smoking all the time, rolling all the time, chopping all the time. Yeah, we so high, smoking all the time, rolling all the time, chopping all the time. Yeah, we so high.
So we're back, TFZ Radio. So
Like, think
Chef
about the
Layla
few
brought in her
opportunities.
next product, which is the bath bombs. She was nice enough to give me some of these. She said take them home to the wifey and give us some feedback. So we're going to be doing a
Use them
review
up.
next week on the Farm to Table Cannabis Show.
Oh, you
on
gotta get
Chef
in the
Layla's,
bath. You gotta get in the
Stone
bath.
Layla's.
You gotta get in the
You
bath.
gotta get in the bath. If you do it, I'll do it.
You put
You
your
gotta
pants
get
on
in the
like
bath.
a big boy.
You gotta
you
get in the
do it,
bath.
I'll do it.
You got everybody needs to take a bath. Sus
Happily.
from the get-go has
When's the last
had
time you took a
my
bath?
bombs.
The bath bombs are crazy.
Exactly.
I
When's
took
the last
one,
time you took a
couple weeks ago
bath?
For the first time in
Years.
years, and I felt so
Years.
dirty sitting in my own filth.
Okay, but here's the thing. A, you rinse off before you get in the bath. And B, you rinse off after you get out of the
Is that
bath.
a thing? Okay, Nancy.
I
you
mean,
rinse
that's
off
my
before a
thing.
bath
I
or
never
not?
rinsed off before a
What,
bath.
what?
You're taking a
I
bath.
do.
Who rinses off before a bath?
I mean, I don't because I don't
Oh,
want to
I
sit in
do.
my own dirt,
Nobody's
like
got
you
fucking
just
time.
said.
I'm with you. I absolutely do.
Before and after, because
What
then you
kind
have
of
like
hard-ass
the
shit
soap on
is this?
you. Then you, I
Hydro.
mean, it's not a
I'm
full
tripping on
freaking
this
shower.
shit.
You
Hydro.
just
What
give
the
your
fuck is
body
the
a
concept?
rinse.
You know how unsustainable that is? Like,
I mean, your self-love game is just
are you
strong.
washing or are we bathing? All
I
right?
mean, nobody said we're
so
taking a
let's
bath
get this
every
right,
day.
girls. Can we just agree on something? A bath is a look. It's like a feeling. Like you want to
It's
take Instagram
it's
pictures
like
in the
no,
bath.
it's
with
like
your feet
you
sticking
have
out
a
of the
lot
tub.
going on in your head, and you just need to chillax.
Just
'Cause
laying in the
this
bath?
doesn't happen very often. Like, it's a mental preparation before you take a bath.
Sounds
like
so
meditation.
difficult, and you know,
It
and
is.
like,
It is.
how
but
come there's no
it's
shower
worth
bomb?
it.
I'm gonna invent the shower. I'm gonna invent the shower
It
bomb.
is.
Well, so my wife will be in there
Hey,
taking a shower, and I just
Lush
come
already
in
did that.
like Rambo, full, rolling the fucking tile, grenade, and just throw the fucking shower bomb, and then it blows up, and there's just confetti and soap
Glitter.
everywhere. My fucking eye! God damn it!
4th of July product.
Happy 4th of July!
Happy 4th of July.
I gotta stop screaming in the mic. I don't got
Crazy.
my headphones on. Heavy T hates when I don't wear my headphones
I
in the
have my
studio.
headphones. I'm still
It looks like
screaming.
I'm not even on the radio. I'm just talking into a speaker. All right, so what's next for you, Chef Buds, after High Times event? What's the next catering event you'll be doing? Private event, regular event, new product?
I will be doing an event in Austin, Texas, actually. I just got
How about
picked
that?
up for. Hopefully,
Cray,
I
cray.
get some more details.
Awesome.
But as of right now, Austin, Texas might be the next location.
Well, CBD's blowing up in Texas right now. There's a lot of good things coming out of possible potential to do business in Texas. So yeah, Texas is a good look. All right, so High Seas is coming up. Then the Texas is coming up. Susni, what's up for you? What's the next event other than High Seas?
After High Seas, I'm taking a break from doing events for the end of summer and fall, just to focus on getting some more products out there and, get some better packaging. But you can always hit me up for customs, and if there is a cool event, get at me.
Layla, you're always cooking. You're always staying
I'm
busy.
always cooking.
Let's talk
You can
packaging.
always get edibles. You can always get bath bombs. But yeah, just stay tuned. I'm always doing something.
Well,
it comes short notice, so stay
And
on the lookout.
And then, yeah, we did short notice, and you showed up. So you always show out. You always do well.
So keep us updated.
Thanks for representing the
Yeah.
Canna Chef community.
I'm
and
excited for
looking forward to
Saturday.
high seas, you
Hell
guys.
yeah.
It's
Hell
going to
yeah.
be a
Come
good
on
time.
up.
Hell yeah.
And, everyone listening out there, DFZ Radio Land, High Times TV, thank you for listening every week. We'll be back next week with another episode with the opulent chef. A big thank you to Chef Buds, Chef Susni, Chef Layla,
Layla.
Nancy, homegirl from the beginning
What
start.
up?
And
Big thank you to
Chris,
Hydro.
Thanks for keeping us looking good
Hell
on that
yeah.
camera of yours. You're good. You're
Shout
good.
out
You're a
Photo
good dude.
Carry Chris.
You don't suck, man. That's for damn sure. You're good at what you do. You're good at what you do. Keep us looking good. So Saint, sound,
Yeah.
keep us sounding good. Other than that,
Hey.
Thank you.
We
Saint.
out.
we out.
Thank
DFZ
you,
Radio.
Hydro Chef, for
Thank
having
you.
us over here. That's the main
Thanks
thing.
for coming, guys.
You know?
Tune in next week. Same
Heavy
time.
Teeth Grow Show will be back
Hey.
next week, 6 o'clock.
Get it.
Oh, man.
Couple drink up in my car, crank it up, crank it on up. That's D. Got me smoking the bass, no stress cheese. Now hold up, now roll up. Check the situation, about to go nuts. With a little bit of perk up in my cup, you could tell the bartender to fill it on up. That's alright, baby, work your stuff. And that's all night, baby, work your strut. You and your friends can ride when I go. Take a little spin in my Monte Carlo. Take a little dip, baby, show you how I roll. Take a little hit, baby, puff on the hydro. Eyes so lit, make me look like my eyes closed. Purple Drake mix, make me look like my eyes glow. Hypno Grey Goose with a little grape juice. That's how it is, so I'ma have to take side diesel in my blood. Purple drink in my cup, someone tell the DJ, crank it on up. Side diesel in my blood, purple drink in my cup, someone tell the DJ, crank it on up. Yeah, crank it up, crank it on up, crank it up. Sour diesel up in my blood, purple drink up in my car, crank it up, crank it on up. It's the ADX team with no doubt in between, and we stay fresh and clean when we hop on the scene, and we style on them, profile on them. If they wanna act crazy, then we wild on them. It's the S to the T and that Cambo G, either Maserati blue or the Lambo green, and that Chevy lay mean when it drop on the street. Either hating on you or they hating on me, and it's shaved up, raised up. Driving to the flow, got them blades that stay tough. And the candy on the bike, same color as sour. Catch me on the site 100 miles per hour. This is my life, so this ain't ours. So I stay tight, so this is power. With the ADX team, you can call us some brave hearts. Sour diesel trees, you can call it the trademark. Side diesel in my blunt, purple drink in my cup. Someone tell the DJ, crank it on up. Side diesel in my blunt, purple drink in my cup. Someone tell the DJ, crank it on up. Yeah, crank it up, crank it on up, crank it up. Sour diesel up in my blunt, purple drink up in my cup, crank it up, crank it on up. West Coast, crank it on up. East Coast, crank it on up. Midwest, crank it on up. Down south, crank it on up. Yeah, crank it up, crank it on up, crank it up. Sour diesel up in my blunt, purple drink up in my cup, crank it up, crank it on up.
SG, DJ Dale, Big Bam, Killer P, Chino with the OE, it's the ADX team. 562 Mob.
DFCRadio.com